Story Splash.
Tenali Rama, the secret of weaving invisible fabric. A gorgeous woman entered the royal court of King Rayalu when he was busy with the courtiers. Her pleasing manners, dressing, and conversation attracted a great gathering. After a little dialogue with the king and his prime staff, she took out the most delicate and flimsiest sari from a small box that would hardly be sufficient to place a pair of ear tops. Exhibiting the sari to the royal court attendants, she addressed the king. King of kings, a group of great divine weavers are working for me. They can weave similar delicate thinness and beautiful saris. They are capable of weaving celestial fabric which cannot be seen with the naked eye. If we have your majesty's blessing and support in addition to appropriate allocation of funds, they can do wonders and exhibit before the honorable king. Satisfied with what he saw, Rayalu believed her words. Allotting required funds for weaving the celestial fabric, Rayalu asked her to get the job done with thorough research and, of course, within the year. The gorgeous woman and her weavers enjoyed the comforts and treatment extended by the king for 1 year. Even after the lapse of 1 year, there was no news from the woman about the research, and neither did the weavers exhibit any products before the king. Rayalu ordered some of his employees to inspect the weaver's guest house and inquire about the weaving of the celestial fabric that was fit to be worn by the gods. The royal employees at once left for the guest house. The woman welcomed the inspectors and took them to the location where the weavers were working seriously, not even noticing the presence of guests in the room. The inspectors were aghast when they entered the room. There were no looms, no thread spools, not even a string of thread in the room. All the weavers sitting there were pretending to draw threads and weave. Every act was as if they were leaving something with empty hands. The inspectors could not realize what was happening there. They asked the woman about the invisible fabric. She threw a lovely smile at them and told in a low, husky voice, Gentlemen, the invisible or celestial fabric is visible to only those who are pure, along with the purity of their parents. Of course, I believe you can see the clarity of design and beauty of the craftsmanship of our weavers. The inspectors were worried of being branded as sinners if they spoke truth about what they saw. They did not dare to probe more. Moreover, they vouched the delicacy, accuracy, and whatnot about the work being done at the guest house. They stood by the roles they played at the guest house in front of King Rayalu too. The feedback of the employees augmented the enthusiasm of Rayalu. He was eagerly waiting for the finished products to be exhibited before him and the royal court members. Some days later, Rayalu ordered his man to bring the weavers to his court along with the finished products. An unusually big gathering assembled in the royal court to witness a celestial fabric exhibition. As part of the introductory speech, the weavers addressed the gathering. They pointed out the fabric made from various divine materials. Hence, they would be visible only to those who are clean by soul, along with the purity of the parents. The whole gathering went silent for a moment, as no one could see the fabric in the hands of the weavers. Still, they maintained out of fear of humiliation of not being able to view the exhibit, started applauding the beauty and praised the weavers. Just then, King Rayalu, accompanied by Ramalinga, entered the court to witness the exhibition. Weavers repeated the standard phrases. Rayalu stared at the hands of the weavers for a moment and whispered to Ramalinga, I regret to say, I cannot see any material in their hands. Is that my own sin or my parents'? Nothing comes to be visible in thin air, my lord, replied Ramalinga. Rayalu grew suspicious. What do you mean? He asked. Ramalinga, in a low tone audible only to the king, said, King of Kings, these weavers are cheating our eyes and brains with their deceptive speech. Rayalu urged Ramalinga to make public the cheating of the weavers. Ramalinga turned towards the gorgeous woman and, in an astonishing, inquisitive tone, told her, What a beauty! How rich are these textiles, lady! The King of Kings, Rayalu, is anxious to view you wearing those celestial material. The lady understood that Ramalinga saw through the deception. She was confused for a moment. She could neither disregard the king's order nor stand nude in the crowded court in the guise of wearing something which actually was nothing. She thought that the only way out would be to fall on the king's feet, pleading mercy. Immediately she did so, begging for pardon. This was how Ramalinga was once again instrumental in protecting his king. Since then, nudity is referred as wearing divine clothes.